Why Ubuntugogy? Many have asked, why do we need Ubuntugogy to teach African children? I'm using the work of Dr. Bangura, his article Ubuntugogy, an African educational paradigm that transcends pedagogy, andragogy, ergonogy, and Utagogy. And if we start with pedagogy, pedagogy is an approach to education that sees the student's knowledge level at the beginning. So when we link pedagogy to the African learner, we notice that pedagogy does not provide a comprehensive model for learning about African phenomena, which includes the spirit. And learners can become passive in the classroom largely because that is how they have been socialized to behave. Well, what about andragogy? Andragogy is an approach to education that sees the student's knowledge level at maturity. So, andragogy and the African learner, when connected, we notice that andragogy only addresses certain types of learning at certain times, and andragogy provides little insight into learning itself. What about ergonogy? Well, ergonogy is an approach to education that sees the student's learning goals related to preparation and performance of work. So, when we pair the African learner to an instructional approach that uses ergonogy, then we would see that ergonogy focuses on education and training that is specific to the duties and roles of a job, ultimately limiting the African learner and removing his or her agency. It does not lend itself to the study of African phenomena as well, which includes the spirit. Well, what about Utagogy? Utagogy is an approach to education that sees the students as self-determined learners. Hence, Utagogy focuses on enabling the learner to become problem solvers, troubleshooters, and general consultants in charge of importance of their own learning, improvements of their own learning. So learners solve the problems of the dominant culture while ignoring the problems of their own culture. Hence, Utagogy and the African learner will prepare the African learner to solve the problems of Europeans or Arabs, but not the problems of Africans. So enters Ubuntugogy. Ubuntugogy is a true African educational paradigm that is built on a sound spiritual basis. Ubuntugogy leads to enlarged humanities, critiques the Eurocentric worldview, and guides the thought processes of the African through the framework of African humanism. So this is why Ubuntugogy is necessary in order to initiate the African Renaissance.